his relationship with her for no reason at the time she was quarreling with him. This was the beginning of Ben's emotional collapse and his going into shock, because he had been in an emotional relationship with her for more than 2 years. He studies at the College of Arts and is in his final year of study before graduation. After a few days passed, he noticed that Susie was able to enter into a relationship with another person only 1 week after she broke up with him. He is still in the shock stage and is surprised by the behavior of his ex-lover. His friend Sean told him that he should forget her and get into a relationship with another girl to make her jealous. Although Sean is unable to enter into relationships, Ben is convinced of his idea. Ben was living in the university dormitory in his room alone at night. He felt regretful and couldn't sleep. He started thinking about the moments he spent with his ex-lover Suye. He remembered when he told her previously that he would leave her to be as happy as she wanted, and that they should separate. But he felt weak and called her and apologized to her for what he said to her. But she asked him not to contact her because she had entered into a relationship with someone else. He returned to his room and started looking at the pictures he had taken with her earlier. He tried to burn the pictures, but he couldn't. He couldn't sleep, and felt very insomnia due to his breakup with Susie. He stayed like this for several days. He tried all methods to sleep, but he failed. He wished time would pass quickly. But because of the state he was in, he was forced to see every second of his life pass slowly instead of forgetting Susie. He started thinking about her more and more. He tried to use his time for anything that might make him forget her. He started reading the books, hoping to forget Susie. But as soon as he finished reading, he saw Susie in his mind, running in front of him and laughing with him one day. When he was in the supermarket, he saw an advertisement in which they were looking for employees. In the supermarket, he decided to work to forget his ex-girlfriend, and also to earn some money when he met the supermarket owner Steve, who was talking about the supermarket and himself. Ben was not concentrating on what he was saying. He noticed a picture of the football team, and he knew that Steve was interested in football. After that, he started working in the supermarket. In the evening, a few days later, he met his co-worker, Sharon, who works as a cashier. She was in a hurry because she was late for work and was afraid that she would be fired from work. Ben watched Steve try to harass Sharon. Then we see a bag of food falling on the ground. Ben was looking at this bag and watching it. Steve came to him and asked him to clean the place. Ben was interested in the details around him, and he noticed that every employee in the supermarket has a way to get rid of boredom, including Sharon, who covers the watch in her hand so that she does not see the time, and every time she tries not to look at the time so that she does not feel bored. 2 other workers named Barry and Matt were braving boredom by riding scooters one day when Steve took sick. Barry and Matt decided to have a scooter race inside the supermarket. The rest of the employees decided to bet on who would win, but the race failed because they hit a customer's shopping basket and fell to the ground. After 3 weeks of Ben working in the supermarket, he began to focus on the time he spent, to the point that he seemed to feel that he was able to make time move slowly and control it. He saw Steve trying to tell Sharon about his boring adventures. She was upset with him and didn't want to talk to him. As for Barry and Matt, they were throwing out expired products and causing chaos. Suddenly, Ben was able to stop time and make everything around him stop moving. He started moving inside the supermarket. Then he chose a beautiful girl standing in front of him and decided to draw her after he removed her clothes, because drawing is his favorite hobby. He decided to remove the girl's clothes one by one and draw them. Then he went to Sharon, who was facing Steve. He took Steve to Barry and Matt, who were causing chaos. After that, he returned time to normal, and everyone was moving again in his room. Sean came to him and told him that he should stop thinking about Susie. Ben stopped time again to relax from his friend's chatter. The next day, he noticed that Sharon was looking at him, but Barry and Matt were playing bad pranks on him in the changing room. Sharon was feeling hungry, so Ben gave her a sandwich. He was looking at her and thinking about stopping time, but because he was so focused on her, he couldn't. He felt like he liked her, but he was surprised when he learned that Matt is in a relationship with Sharon and that they went to the movies together. He was shocked by this and began to return to his depression. When Sean came to Ben, he noticed that he was not focused on him when Ben told him about Sharon. Sean told him that maybe she went out with Matt because he was just a friend and nothing more, and that maybe there were no feelings between them. The next day, Ben wanted to hear what Matt had to say about his date with Sharon. Matt said that he had a great night with Sharon and that they had fun together. Steve entered and told them that they had a football match on Sunday with their rival supermarket team, and he asked them to prepare because it was an important match for the supermarket's reputation. Sharon went to watch the match. Steve's team was a very unsuccessful team and conceded 26 goals. Matt hit the ball hard and it hit Steve in the face. Ben stopped time and went to the cafeteria to get something to drink, but he felt movement in the place when he focused on the people there. He found someone moving and fleeing. The place he knew that he was not the only person who could stop time. Then he returned to the match. Steve suffered a severe injury to his nose because of the football that hit him. Matt had to take him to the hospital and asked Ben to take Sharon home. They went to a restaurant. He asked her if she was in a relationship with Matt. She told him that she went out with him as a friend and that she is not currently in a relationship because she broke up with her boyfriend 6 months ago because he traveled to another city. Ben wanted to know more information about her. She told him that she wanted to go to college but failed in her studies and that she had been working in a supermarket for 3 years and was spending her money to learn the Spanish language in the hope that she would be able to travel and find a new life because she dreamed of traveling to new places. Then, she asked him about his dream. He told her that he always wanted to become a famous painter and have his paintings displayed in a famous place. She told him that she was hoping to meet a real painter because painters have the ability to see beauty in everything around them. After that, he drove her home the next day. Steve was in a miserable condition due to his injury. The previous day, he told Sharon that his birthday was Saturday and that he was having a party and asked all the employees to attend. Sharon went to tell Ben about this and asked him to accompany her to the party after that. Steve met with them and gave Ben the money to prepare the party. He went with Sean to help him prepare for the party. Sean agreed to help him on the condition that he come with him to the party. Ben has gone 4 weeks without sleep and has completely forgotten about Sui. He stopped time several times to draw Sharon. He spends most of his time drawing Sharon because she is the main reason that made him forget Susie. As time passed, he started getting closer to her, and she asked him to come home with her so they could go to the party together. Then she gave him a kiss and left. This was the first time Ben had slept after days of insomnia. Then he received a call from someone who asked him to display his paintings in an exhibition that he would hold soon. Ben felt happy because he finally felt that someone was interested in his drawings, but we discovered that this is a prank by Whit, Barry, and Matt. He then went to Sharon and he was feeling happy and told her about the exhibition in which he would display his paintings. She was happy about this because she knew that it was his dream to have his paintings published in an art exhibition. Then they went to the party. He discovered that Susie was at the party because her new boyfriend is Steve's brother, but he was not affected by her presence. Then Susie tried to apologize to him for what she did to him, and she asked him to give her a chance to restore their relationship, and she tried to get closer to him. Unfortunately, Ely for Ben Sharon saw. When Susie kissed him, she thought they were back together. But Ben pulled Susie away from him and went to Sharon. He found her leaving because she was angry with him. He stopped time and started thinking about what he was going to say to her. He thought so much about what he was going to say that he stopped time for 2 days. Finally, he gave up and went to Sharon's house to apologize to her. But she did not give him a chance to talk. He became depressed again. Then he discovered that the art gallery was a lie and that Matt and Barry had played a prank on it. But when the painter saw his drawings, he admired them. He allocated a large place for him to display his paintings. Most of his paintings were of Sharon. Sharon came to the art gallery and was amazed by the beautiful paintings. She discovered that he was in love with her. After that, she approached him and told him that he was not obligated to explain anything because she was satisfied with the beauty of the paintings she had seen, because this is the greatest evidence of his love for her. Then, he went out with her while the snow was falling. He stopped time and held her hand and made her move with him. He told her that he could stop time, and then they continued to see the beauty of the snow. Finally, he achieved his dream of meeting the girl of his dreams, and he also published his drawings in a famous. So this is where the movie finally comes to the end. If you like my movie explanation, don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the Haunting Mystery channel to get more interesting